Hey yo, we kinda like 5 minutes late, but you're gonna have to excuse your man. I was talking to my baby boy. Yeah, we in the groove tonight, man. We up a little loud in the ear, so I know it's loud for y'all. So rock with your boy. What we doing? Huh? Turn this down just a little bit. We groove. Let's go Eastwood. Let's go Eastwood. This party started, baby. Yeah. Good with it. We just letting. I'm just in here grooving for real. Talk to me. Talk to me nicely, as my homie would say. Huh? I'm just trying to get everything cracking. You know what I mean? Get us right. That's all. Yeah. Hawk, what's good, baby? We in here, man. Hey, we just trying to get right, bro. For sure. For sure. I hope you had a good week, man. Give yourself a round of applause for getting through that joint, you heard? Farmer French is in the building. Okay. Yeah, y'all see her. Hey, yo, we just gonna let it groove a little bit, man. Then we gonna get her on it, because I really hope that, I really hope we get as much participation as we did last week, because this topic today kind of is a culmination of a couple previous topics, right? And I had really no intentions on going that route until I started putting my notes together, you dig? So we just gonna be in the groove, we in the pocket, man. I really should, you know what, as a matter of fact, hold that thought. I think if I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna be in the area, you know what I mean? What we talking about? Yeah, we gonna get busy until Facebook tell us to chill out. You know what I'm saying? But that it's not really no bounds. But we can get into it though. DMV know what's cracking. I'm on that today, man. Was talking to my baby boy, my oldest boy out here. For sure. We got a dope topic. Yeah. Let me go ahead on and add some more folk in this job. My guy, yeah. Yeah. Oh no, we can't do that. Yo, how was y'all week? Yo, what's good, former French? Talk to me. Talk, you in town? We just out here trying to really get in the groove. Yo, former French, I really need to holler at you on these podcast days so you can moderate what's going on and tag the good people. You dig what I'm saying? I wonder if this Bama gonna say something. There you go. Yeah. Let's talk about it, man. Hey, I'm trying to, you know what? If you in here, man, let me see here, because I only have the emoji joints available, but put some glasses in the chat. Can I do that? No. Yeah, I'm on that tonight. Yo, farmer friend, show them how to put the medicine, the glasses in the chat. Come on. Let's go. Yeah. Appreciate you. For sure. DMV, what's good? Y'all see it, man. You see it. You know what's going on with it, man. We on that. And I promise you, man, I'm just drinking water today. And man, we about 7 into it. And we was 5 late, so I don't know what's going on here. It's all good though, we not tripping. All right. Hey yo, that's what I'm talking about. Young Venom is in the building. For sure. What's good with it? Let's talk. Hey yo, Bump. What we on, babe? What we on, man? Hey yo, Bump, should we break it down for what this year's hoodie actually meant during this month? Is it appropriate time to break it down, Bump? Hey Bump, we in the pocket and your boy is turned. And I'm only on that water. I'm trying to match energy tonight. What's good? Huh? Yeah. I'm trying to match energy with them, Bump. We on that Gray Beards Matter podcast, where we are the mature authority, episode 13. What's up? Oh, yo, Chocolate E is in the building. What up, Jersey? Yeah, y'all already know. Yeah, we gonna play the music until Facebook say y'all tripping, but they ain't sharp on this DC go-go. They don't even know how to cop about it. This come from the alley, you dig? Rock with us. Hey, y'all, all right. My man said go for it. My man said go for it, so we on that, dude, Bump. It's definitely, come on. Hey. So dig, man, maybe let's get started, man. We gonna give 45 more seconds. Yeah, you already know, E. You know that this ain't nothing changed. It's still the same. You know damn about no audience and you Chocolate E in this month. Y'all know her. Y'all think y'all got OGs that look like y'all. Man. Talk to them. It ain't your business though. Y'all, we got about 10 more seconds and then it's on. Okay. Bad. If they ain't here, they gonna have to play catch up. Y'all, this your man Big Cliff Eastwood, aka Mr. Gray Beards Matter. And we are the mature authority. I appreciate y'all tuning in. You did? So if you got through the week, give yourself a round of applause, huh? If you tuning in for the first time, welcome. You did? And for those who've been here before, y'all know what it is. And we here tonight, man. Episode 13. We gonna talk our talk. I was really looking for my man, baby boy. So I can really shout him out and get this party going, man. Cause it's really a party. I really want to see what kind of time we on, you know. And my man Bump Riffick is in the building, and it's really all his fault. So dig, man, we got this fresh 2025 Goon giveaway hoodie. People was thinking that these was the colors for Christmas. Nope. It's for the hood, man. It's for the struggle. It's for what we do this for. And it's Black History Month, so shout out to everybody celebrating. I don't care what it is, man. Where you from, give yourself a round of applause for acknowledgement. You dig? Let's talk about that. Yeah. I also want to give a shout out to everybody who had the fortitude to get through the week. You know what I mean? It's tough out here, man, and life be lifing. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about on social media, fronting for the masses, man. Let's keep it a buck. Life be lifing. We just trying to get everybody in here, so y'all gotta excuse me. Hey, they ain't here, man. Hey, yo, my man. Not Lil Hammer, but the big one. What's good, baby boy? I'm not even tripping on nothing tonight. My young guns is in here. Hey, y'all better get right. Y'all better get it right. Talk to them, Hammer. They know what it is. Y'all, big shout out to everybody that got through the week. Give yourself a round of applause. If you shook the haters off, and you know, all you can do is, you know what I'm saying? And big shout out to the homegirls, to the youngest back home, man, from our side of town, North Omaha Vikings females basketball team. Y'all on y'all way to state, man. I don't care what nobody said. Let's talk about it. Oh, yes, MD is in the building. Okay, cool. Now we can get it started. MD is in the building. Yo, we in the pocket, MD, and I'm on that. I hope y'all are too, man. I'm having a good, well, no, I can't say that. I had a little challenge this week on some health talk, but you know, what I can tell you for fact is take care of yourself and don't take nothing for granted, because sometimes things can build up and then you gotta take unnecessary action. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even mean to be rude. What's up, T-Dub? I don't mean to be rude tonight, but I gotta keep my hat down low, because that company that I got on my birthday a whole month ago, still here, and I ain't with none of that. So we gonna talk about it. Yeah. Like I said, man, big shout out to everybody that's going through, man, this week. Big shout out to your fortitude and your endurance. You know what I'm saying? Black History Month, whatever that means, to how y'all want to celebrate it. We acknowledging the struggle for everybody, regardless of whatever state, city you in, right? Yeah, for sure, man. You know, but we don't do a lot of politicking and all that, but we could, because, you know, the Senate been on one this week. But hey, over there, this here. Hey, what's good, man? We all over. We got Jersey, we got New York, we got Maryland, we got DC, we got Texas is in the building. You feel me? Okay. All right. Let me see here. I'm gonna turn this down so we can get straight to the sponsor and everything that he's giving me the opportunity to announce for him. So today's sponsor is Sweet Venom Effect / Project 72. 2 businesses, 1 owner. And I'm honored, right? So this is what we talked about a couple of days ago, or a couple of episodes ago, about the whole gatekeeping thing. Now I'm new to the game. This ain't my lane, right? So I have mentors, and and part of Gray Beards Matter podcast. No, I'm tripping. Part of Gray Beards Matter podcast agenda. Excuse me, I don't like using that word. Intentions are to highlight other small businesses that rock like we do. Maybe not the same lane, but with the same intentions on trying to create another lane or another stream, right? Um, this brother here is doing just that. He's he's all over the place with it, man. And real quick, like I'm gonna go ahead and break it down. Bro, I appreciate you being a sponsor for the episode tonight. Um, they call him Baby Boy, but his name is James May. He's the founder, creative director of Sweet Venom Effect LLC, a lifestyle brand built on transformation, discipline, and ownership of your narrative. What started as a bold beverage concept evolved into a full ecosystem that includes premium mixed cocktails, merchandise, publishing, mentorship, and community development. James is also the creator of Project 72, MYOB, Mind Your Own Business. A 72-day discipline and mindset mentorship program designed to build mental toughness, structure, accountability, and entrepreneur focus. Project 72 is more than a program. It is a movement concentered around the belief that confidence is quiet, let the results do the talking. Powered by Sweet Venom Effect, Project 72 bridges lifestyle, business, fitness, and leadership into one unified platform. From apparel and beverages to books and community mentorship, the mission remains the same. Wars are won on the battlefield, and the battlefield starts in the mind. Appreciate you, good brother. You really set a standard right there, and I'm with all that. And we gonna get talking, baby. Hey, my man, what's good, bro? Again, man, y'all gonna have to excuse the low brim tonight, man. Typically I turn my jaw up and, in typical Clip Eastwood fashion, but tonight we're trying to hide a little something, but not my eyes. I'm still focused on you, and I can see what you're talking about, so we gonna get it in. Man, this is episode 13. Huh, Eastwood? Give yourself a round of applause, yeah. The Gray Beards Matter podcast, where we are the mature authority, right? So tonight they say, well, Eastwood. I kind of gave you a little hint earlier. They said, well, what you talking about? Earlier in the week, I was trying to be cool with it, right? But we've had other episodes: sidewalk versus the street, job versus responsibility, in sequence, right? But tonight we're talking about principle versus respect. Pause for effect. So my question is, who really knows the difference? Do you? Yo, what's good, Jersey? You know what it is. What is the difference between principle and respect? I'm gonna give you a second to think about it, right? Um, the previous episodes led us here today, right? So that's evolution for us, and the message we're trying to get out there, right? Or the conversations or the mind stimulation that we're trying to promote. So this episode starts out with the question: do people even know the difference between principle and respect? And my disclaimer is, yo, I'm just Clip Eastwood, man. Mr. Gray Beards Matter. This is my, you know, it ain't my way, just my opinion. So don't take it personal. If you don't agree, it's cool. But we gonna get to that. We'll definitely get to that, man. Yo, you got a man here, Tibbs, for sure. Some people say, you heard the phrase, it's the principle that matters. I felt disrespected. Come on, man. But they ain't the same thing. They aren't the same thing, man. When you say I felt it's the principle that matters, I felt disrespected, you're saying two different things, man. They aren't the same. And we're gonna break it down for you in case you got any questions, man. I'm here to do that. And again, it's just me. It's just my opinion. You can do with it what you will. And I ain't got nowhere to. Well, I do got somewhere to go, but I ain't got to be there no time. So let's talk about it, man. If I ain't on the clock, then let's rock, right? Respect is these are two things that are not debatable, right? Respect is external, and principle is internal. I'm gonna let for those who don't really know what's cracking. I'm gonna let you know what's good, Bridget, bro. Um, the difference between the two, again, respect is external and principle is internal. Excuse me, that water just feels real good. For example, a lot of times people get them mixed up, right? The problem is not that people react emotionally without, the problem is people react emotionally without separating the two of them. And that's where small things get magnified sometimes where to a level they don't have to be, right? And then you really get the two confused. You really get principle and respect messed up if you think that they are the same, right? For example, principle is internal, what you believe is right regardless of an audience, right? It's your code when no one else is watching. These are all principles. It's your mood or attitude that can't be that doesn't change your principal perspective. Principle doesn't need validation, and you can hold principle standing by yourself. Man, listen, you can hold principle standing by yourself. Emotion doesn't change your principle. Your mood or your attitude shouldn't affect it. Again, big shout out to my man, baby boy, but S Sweet Venom Effect / Project 72, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We're going to have all the links going on. You can catch them on Facebook, Instagram, and his emails. It'll all be in the link. Will be update later on. T Dub says respect is a behavior and principles are fundamental. Nah, okay. I'm not gonna say you wrong. I would love to debate that though. But matter of fact, hey, check this out. Tonight, boom, you just did that. So no, stick around because we got the hot five at 5 later on. Hot five at 6. You know, we gonna ask you 5 questions. I ain't talk to you. I'm gonna call you on the joint. You're gonna be on speakerphone, and we just gonna do what we do. We gonna ask 5 questions, unscripted, talk your talk, right? Respect. Respect to how others treat you. It's also how you treat others. It's contextual, and relational. It can be earned, given, withdrawn, and even misunderstood. You need to go through that again. Go through that again. Respect is how others treat you, how you treat others. It can be earned, given, withdrawn, and misunderstood. Mm. A lot of times, like, okay, what you in, respect can be internal as well. Those examples hold true regarding self-respect. Uh, but are we talking about the same thing then? Because how, even though you can disrespect yourself, MD, but we're talking from an outwardly standpoint, right? If you are showing your ass, to my language, mama, outward in the public and doing things that draw unnecessary attention to you, that would be something that would be uncharacteristic of your normal behavior, then I can kind of co-sign on that. But for the lane that we are referring to tonight, I don't, you know, I'm gonna separate the two of those respectfully, right? Um, but from in conjunction with that, MD, um, respect can be confused with agreement, can be confused with agreement, right? A lot of times people think, or whether they see it, if it's not them in particular, or they can be so caught up in their egos or thinking that they controlling what's going on that they don't they think that agreement is cowing down to something that they hold true, right? Even if it's not, it can. detrimentally be confused. No, 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 no. You good? You good? You good, T Dub? I want no smoke, but I do want smoke though. What's cracking? You with that? I'm on that. Hold on, we'll be on. I'm on that. Okay, cool. She don't. She ain't. She don't know about that pop. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, cool. So the bottom line with that statement is we don't have to agree, but respect isn't optional ever. I don't care what it is, right? Um, you don't have to like me. Hell, you don't have to dislike me. You just can't disrespect me. And too many times we get caught up in confusing the two, and that's our agenda tonight. Not I hate, well, I really do not like using the word agenda. Right? My intention tonight is to differentiate the differences of principle and respect. Right? We've already talked about principle being internal, respect being external. Um, that it can be confused with agreement. People need to understand the difference between the two, and we gave them several examples of what they were, right? For example, excuse the paper. Uh, People often say, I, I did what I did because I felt disrespected. Come on, man, cut it out. It's not true. And this is where and how things can get misconstrued, right? Or how they can get funky. People say I stood on principle. What? What is that? Right? What is somebody saying I stood on principle? Can anybody help me out with that? Hey, it ain't even gonna go like that. What are we talking about? Um, when somebody says I stood on principle, what does that mean? Like real rap. Like what is I stood on principle really trying to say? In my opinion, and the opinion of Graybeards Matter might not apply to all you really saying is my feelings got hurt. So you reacted. That's all that is. Your feelings got hurt. You ain't stand on principle. You out your mind. Or they'll say, I was disrespected, right? But in real life, what they're saying is somebody didn't submit to my preference. So I felt disrespected and I stood on principle. And the whole time they got the two of them confused, dog. What are you really saying? And I'm trying not to get too far ahead of myself in what I mean. Okay, hey, you know what? And I'm asking a bunch of questions, but I'm not really allowing those viewing to come in and chime in. So let's talk about it. So MD, you say it stood on what they believe in. And T Dub says, but if you have principles, someone else's actions shouldn't affect you. Okay, back. In order. MD says they stood on what they believe in. You're right. It's like we said earlier, right? Principle is internal. Principle is something that you hold true, right? It can't be affected by an outward source. I don't care what that may be. As an individual, a person should be strong enough to let their principles be their convictions. And by doing such, nobody nor thing should be able to influence them to change it. It's impossible to have the mindset of standing in principle or on principle and be a wobbler. You can't do that. You can't have it both ways. You just can't do it. T Dub says, but if you have principles, someone else's actions shouldn't affect your reaction. If you have principles, someone else's actions shouldn't affect your reaction. Hmm. Is that principle? Because I can only speak for myself, but I don't need to stand on principle. You just can't disrespect me, right? And disrespecting for me can only be an action because I people are like the internet, man. I mean, they're becoming one and the same. Like, man, mama, can I curse this once? Um, so dig right. People are really getting caught up in what they feel that they can't say through these mediums, right? Or they get caught up what they feel that the consequences that could come from their disrespect doesn't affect them. Um, that's not true. People talk and they talk and they type like it comes with Wi-Fi protection, and in real life you ain't got no signal. Meaning that you need to watch your mouth and how you conduct yourself, right? Because it's respect is an outward, it's external. We already said that, but so is disrespect. And if you are mature enough in life and mature enough in your emotions and able to discern the differences between the two, then it's not a question of what they are. But we are not talking about respect and disrespect today. We are talking about principles and respect. MD says, but if someone does disrespect you, you don't react. Oh, well, I went back. So I hope I answered that question, MD. Um, like I said, you don't have to like Cliff Eastwood. You can dislike Cliff Eastwood, and all that's cool because I'm not a fan of everybody either. But you can't disrespect Cliff Eastwood as a man, right? But as a man, my principles give me the discernment to understand that some things that I may feel have a gray area going to cause me to ascertain a little bit longer what's what. Now, don't get me wrong. Some things are simple as black and white and they got nothing gray to it, and I'm with that. It's not going to be a question of whether or not I am going to allow it. That's not what I'm saying for sure. I would be a hypocrite and a lie. I would ask all y'all to unfriend and unsubscribe. But that's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm really trying to get y'all to 60. But anyhow, definitely not, MD. I'm definitely not. I'm going to address all issues that come to me or mine in that regard every time. And if you know me, you know me. uh, let me see here. Let's talk about it, right? Oh, you already know what it is, Farmer French. We are here. Oh, for sure. I agree with you. But so you say that a person's actions won't change your character. But how about this then? Just for conversation's sake, how many characters are you? Right? How many layers do you have to you? I would argumentatively say there's more than one. I think that we all have more than one, um, and that other faith that you have can be considered a character, right? Because what you present or what we present to whomever is what we choose to give them. Now, when we go back to like what MD was saying, when that disrespect or the lack of respect is displayed, then the character that they asked for under those circumstances comes to the forefront. Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, yeah, no doubt. Hey, T W, be good though. I'm don't even trip. We straight. Um, and T W, if I'm not clarifying, I got time. Let me know what it is. But you the price is right today. You getting that 5 at 5 for sure. We ain't even gonna be on here much long. Hey, Farmer French, I see that you said you have several characters, several faces, several people. I believe you. I've seen or I met like 6 of them in the span of uh, 30 days, and that's respectful. Hey, T Dub, I would love to say that that is that is the ultimate ending, right? You said they get dismissed. Absolutely. But the question, Bose, is from the time that you felt or you discerned disrespect to you dismissing them, what took place in between there? And that's not really a question for you. That's a question for all of us, right? And to take that smoke off you, put it back on myself. I can tell you that before I truly understood the difference between principle and respect, I had them confused too, right? Um, my I'm not gonna blame it on my culture. I'm not gonna blame it on my upbringing. I'm gonna blame it on my lack of maturity and my bravado to intentionally and yet unintentionally combine the two in my mind. But now that I'm vintage and have have been humbled in real life to try to figure out what's going on so I can be a better, better steward of what I'm trying to do is I understand the difference, right? So then I challenge myself like, damn, if you had understood what you understand now back then, how would the narrative be changed, right? So what I don't, what I'm not going to do is go back and say what ifs and all that there. Now there's a couple things in life that absolutely, a couple people in life absolutely. But if I had the discernment 10, 15, 20 years ago to figure out the differences between the two and not get them combined, I would argumentatively say to anyone that life could be different. Um, and that's about it. I'm gonna leave it there, right? So that's all theory. But what I know now is not theory. What I know now is putting the differences or separating the differences between the two of those before I get active is what's going to dictate how life prevails, right? Because I don't even want to have consequences, but sometimes consequences come because we're still growing. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. Um, nah, no, 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 T Dub. We're not pertaining to anything in particular. I don't, cause I don't, what what we don't try to do unless we on that is that we don't want to, unless I'm talking about myself. I ain't gonna put anybody on blast unless it's a positive example, right? And I just gave that for myself on understanding the differences between the two topics that we're talking about tonight. That being principles and respect. So this is what I got for everybody tuning in, right? All nine of you. Um, little Q&A. I got how many? One, two. I got 4 questions. You don't have to answer them here, and that's cool. But I do want you to reflect on them yourself, right, in your own time, and see how you answer them, right? Because what we would hope at this age, according to the statistics, we all grown, right, and we have the ability, or should have the ability, to be honest with ourselves, right? So we can have a more productive thought process in dealing with whatever we're dealing with, regardless of what it may be, right? So question number 1: can you hold your principle without demanding respect? Can you hold your principle without demanding respect? Question number 2: is a disagreement disrespect? Is a disagreement disrespect? Question number 3: do you want respect or control? Do you want respect or control? And number 4: does emotion cancel principle? I don't know. You can always, go back to, if you really want to answer me and see what's cracking, right? And we've been kicking it for a minute. So the bottom line for tonight's episode, right, is principle is what you live by, and respect is what you negotiate to a degree. If you don't know which one if you don't know which one of the two that you're defending, whether it be defending principle or defending respect, guess what you're doing? You're just arguing for no reason. And if your principle only shows up when your pride is hurt, guess what? Oh boy, that's probably not principle. It's ego. Tighten up. Tighten up. So yo, man, that's what it is, man. I'm gonna see if I can catch I'm gonna see if I can catch T Dub. Let me see here. Um, let me see here if I can get her on. What's good with her? What's to her? Let me see if we can get it on. Crank. Yo, answer the phone, T Dub. What's good with it? Yo, you already know you tuned into the Great Beards Matter podcast, where we are the mature authority. We at that portion of the show we do the high five at 6. What's cracking? Hey, ain't nothing to it. We are. I don't know if you was with us last week. So at this part of the show, we do a little something called a hot 5 at 6, where I ask you 5 random questions. You ain't got to get too deep into it. Just speak the first thing that comes to your mind. You with it?
All right, bet.
All right, bet. Now, mind you, you online now, so everybody gonna get it.
Okay.
Don't worry about nothing though, for sure. Hold on. What I do with your question? Nope. Damn it. But you sure running. They trying to save you.
You trying to say, wait, what?
No. I lost my questions. Where they go? Oh, you lucky. Where we at? There you go. Damn it. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna give you 2 different topics to choose from. Cool.
Okay.
I might even give you 3 now, because you know, no. All right, 2 topics: pressure and perspective, or or self-awareness and growth?
Self-awareness and growth.
All right, cool. 5 questions from self-awareness and growth. What criticism about you is actually true, or was actually true? We got lip smack,
Well,
y'all.
I think okay, that the fact that people think I'm mean, their first impression of me.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can be
Well,
to protect myself. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Okay, I like that. All right. Let me see here. We said awareness and growth. Uh, what are you still blaming? No, where are I'm sorry. Where are you still blaming instead of owning? Where are you still blaming instead of owning?
My health journey and my weight struggle.
I can dig
Because
that.
it's more of an excuse thing. If my growth from it is like, I know I have to like get serious about it because the older I get, you know what I'm saying? But that's like my biggest thing right there.
Okay, I dig that. That's very honest. I appreciate that candidness. Um, where are you not as mature as you claim?
Um, that's a good one. As far as maturity, I just think that's in general because I'm a big kid. I'm a big clown, but you know I have a stern face. Like for as outsiders go, or when I'm in public, you have to get close to me to realize that like the maturity is definitely there. You know what I'm saying? I don't always have it all together. I just make it look good. That character, like you said.
Okay, all right, for sure. Okay. Uh, based off that questionnaire, this one here goes. So we got two more. That was three, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Bet. What feedback do you keep ignoring?
Sad part, I think it's the positive. Because if I focus more on the positive, the other stuff wouldn't be holding me back. It's like, you know, you're your worst enemy. So you don't focus on the positive when you get positive feedback. So unfortunately, I have to admit, I must be ignoring it.
So I typically, maybe this is only my second time doing this here, but can I get Gray Beards matter on you?
Of course,
All right,
bro.
cool. So over there, you have the ability to give feedback on yourself, right? And sometimes that's the best feedback that you can get because you can BS a situation, but you can't BS yourself. Can we agree on that?
True.
Right. So when
But you
you
also can be too hard on yourself too. We are our own worst enemies. We look and attack our own insecurities. Like I mean, we're in different places in our life, so I'm going from my point of view too. So
whoa
I'm
whoa
just
whoa
saying.
whoa whoa whoa, did you call him
What?
brother O without saying you O?
I was calling you wise. You gray
Ah
beard
ah ah,
matters.
hey, the gray beards matter. That's all I'm saying. Please continue
Okay,
on. Please
so
continue on.
with silver comes wisdom. I
Hey,
was giving you your flowers.
that's what I'm
They were
talking
white
about.
flowers, but I was giving them to you.
That's cool. I'm gonna plan them. Let's go. But let me ask you this though, right? Even though we can be our own worst critics, what are we comparing ourselves to have that type of depth of not negativity but harshness, right? So if we go back a couple of weeks, we was talking about the human algorithm, how people around us can try to persuade others or even ourselves if we don't take the time to really vet ourselves a certain mindset, right? So if we are being too hard on ourselves, what's the standard? If we
The thing
don't
is, I believe we set the standard, but sometimes we see other things and set that standard. And the crazy part is, what we see may not be what it really is.
exactly. I'm glad you
So
said that.
sometimes
Look
we
at you
set
getting
ourselves a
wise.
bar that's not.
Yeah, you got Gray Beard Matters influence right now. Y'all heard her for sure. You did good there. That was good for
Oh,
somebody
you know
somebody
what?
your age. All right, we got one more
Look, I'm
question.
being candid and being raw, so
No
it's
doubt
all
for
good.
sure, for sure. We got one more. You ready?
Yeah.
What lesson are you resisting right now?
Knowing when to shut up.
Whew. Okay, I can dig that. I can dig that. Um, I ain't gonna say I agree with you, but you,
No, I'm just messing with you. Like real talk in life.
uh huh.
because I'm like such a free spirit. I've got to like learn to set better boundaries and limit some of the things I do. So I think those are, you know, some of the things that I got to work on. So
Okay, back on some GBM talk. So when you say boundaries, are you talking like boundaries for yourself and what you allow yourself to want to get into, or are you allowing, well, what you allow access to you?
both.
That's important. Great news.
That goes both ways. That's a two-way street.
For sure, for sure. And they in reality they complement each other, right?
Facts.
Um, and at that point, your standards of what you worry about the next BB um, is doing diminishes because you don't have to worry about that. All you need to do at that point is worry about you. You dig what I'm saying? So I got
Correct.
some
And
great news. I got
that's the
two.
part I go on.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure, no
Because my
doubt, no doubt.
because my goal in life is like I respect it, but it's just like to to protect my peace. And sometimes I realize I don't protect my peace as much as I think I do by trying to do too much or be too open to the wrong people sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said them boundaries, if I set them better, you know, it keeps that from happening.
so they got to say they got to saying my cup runneth over, right?
Yeah.
But you can also outpour what's in your pitcher if you dig what I'm
And
saying.
I've done that many a time, so I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. So I got two great things for you. You ready?
Stop.
That was number
Mm-hmm.
5. I appreciate you. And the next thing is you don't get no prize. But appreciate you though. You know you're the favorite T Dub in the Great Beards Matter Family podcast
Thanks,
family.
bud.
You know what it
All
is.
right, bro.
All right now. Hey yo man, there y'all have it, man. Thanks to Dub for participating, man. Having a great answers, man, and very candid. Yo, what's good, bro? Bro, my man Do Knock is in the building. Y'all know what it is. Y'all not really Black Cowboys. I know a couple of them. My man. But even beyond that, man, he's a good man. Yo, inshallah, brother. You know, I know what it is, bro. So, hey, again, man, episode 13, Gray Beards Matter podcast. We talked about principle versus respect. They are not the same. One is internal, one is external. Your mood and your attitude should not change your principle. If somebody says it was a principle on that, so I felt disrespected, don't even believe that because they don't know what they're talking about. Before you give somebody the energy of what you feel that they should have, make sure that you understand the difference between the two so you're making a fool of yourself. And y'all know what it is. Hey, don't listen to me, just my opinion. Just tune in next Friday. Nope. I'll be out of town. 2 weeks from now. Well, we might do a little hot something next Friday. I don't know. 2 weeks from now for sure. Great Biz Matter Podcast, episode 14, where we are the mature authority. Until then, it's your man Big Clip Eastwood, a.k.a. Mr. Great Beards Matter. Don't you worry about nothing, and we out.